What's going on, everybody? Here we finally have brought back the podcast. I'm very happy to be able to do this for you guys again. I know some of my followers that are on Twitch and that are on YouTube. Just thank you for being patient with me. I'm glad we could be able to do this again. And, let's get to it, guys. So for those of you that don't know, I usually do a weekly podcast to discuss the upcoming football season for the NFL, and I also dabble into college and some other sports as well as the year goes on. But for right now, what I want to do is I want to really kind of go over the off season that the Dallas Cowboys have had. I mean, I'm not a Cowboys fan, don't get me wrong. I'm a New England Patriots fan. But today I really want to kind of focus on just the Dallas Cowboys and kind of dive into their offseason and kind of get some personal opinions on what you guys think for them. So first things first is, so for those of you that don't know, or that those of you that don't keep up with the Cowboys, I will say this: they have had a off season like you wouldn't imagine. Okay, so for years I've been saying that Jerry Jones has been messing up the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what's going on in his head. I don't know if it has to do with the fact that he's starting to lose his mentality. I don't know if there's just some decline going on with him. I mean, I understand he's old. He's in his 80s. Like, definitely at that age, there's definitely some health problems. Now, Jerry being Jerry, he is not going to admit that because he has the biggest ego, I think, out of anybody I've ever seen in my life. So, Jerry, this is the thing with him. He has made so many questionable decisions, like it's not even funny. Like, I don't know what is going on with him. I can't figure it out, like, at all. Especially with the Micah Parsons trade. Like, to me, the Micah Parsons trade was just super duper questionable. Like, what in the world is he doing? Is he trying to sabotage the team? Is he just not thinking clearly? Like, I don't know. I really don't know what is going through his head, because this isn't the Jerry Jones that we all know. Jerry Jones, he bought the Dallas Cowboys in the late 80s. He helped build them into a dynasty-winning team. And since then, it's just been disaster after disaster after disaster with them. Skipping ahead to this coming season, like, okay, you got rid of friggin' Mike McCarthy. Great move. Okay, great move, by the way. Do not get me wrong. That was a friggin' awesome move. My thing is, though, you replaced him with a guy that has never been a head coach. Brian Schottenheimer, the son of Marty Schottenheimer, who is a hell of a coach, by the way, for those of you that don't know. I just don't understand it. Like, to me, something is going on with him. What is going on with Jerry Jones? So, to me, he replaces Mike McCarthy with Brian Schottenheimer, okay? He then goes ahead and decides, okay, let's move on to free agency. All right? So we're going to move on to free agency. He goes into free agency. They don't do anything. You got rid of your shoot. You already were in the hole to begin with because your cap space was terrible. Like, they was so bad, they had to start restructuring contracts. They had to, when it comes to like Dak and CD, those guys had to take a pay cut just for them to be able to make moves. Like, I don't understand. Jerry, what are you doing, dude? Like, to me, I don't understand it. I just don't. Like, he makes me shake my head. You let some defensive players go. All right? You didn't really do anything on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, yeah, you went up and got what's-his-face there, Williams from Denver, and Miles Sanders for running backs. That doesn't help. You know, you don't have that premier running back like Dallas has had for so many years. You know, so, again, I just do not know what Jerry is thinking. Like, at all. To me, something is just going on with him. Something like he's just not. Again, it's making me shake my head. He's just not doing what I would expect him to do. Like he talks all this stuff about how this is the Dallas Cowboys. You know, we're gonna build, we're gonna win championships. Yada yada yada. They're not building a championship winning team, and to me now, it's gotten so bad that, and you Cowboys fans, you guys can say whatever you want with this, but to me, you guys ain't winning but 6 games this year. You got a tough schedule, right? And then you get George Pickens, okay? Which for a minute I was like, okay, you know what? George Pickens is going to help the team. He's going to be awesome. Like, good number 2 receiver next to CD, great. Okay, I'll give you 8 games. Maybe 9, maybe. Then out of nowhere, as we get into training camp, Micah Parsons is starting his shenanigans. He's showing up, okay? He's practicing, he's trying to do everything possible he can. Then all of a sudden, he's not practicing anymore. Come to find out, he was hurt. Come to find out, yeah, he was hurt. And he stopped practicing, he stopped, which I get it. He's got some type of back injury. And from what I've read not too long ago, I think it was yesterday, as a matter of fact, he has to take like injections in his back just to be able to play. So I kind of understand why he didn't play the preseason. Okay, no big deal, right? That was a rumor. There was that he was faking the injury, yada, 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 whatever. Then the straw that broke the camel's back happened the last preseason game. When he decided, you know what? I ain't suited up. I'm going to go lay on the trainer's table and go to sleep. And lo and behold, that's what he did. And of course, the technology we have nowadays, he got caught on camera, sleeping on the trainer's table. That was the straw that broke the camel's back when it comes to Dallas, or his tenure in Dallas. Because after that, they're like, and in between all this, he had requested a trade. He wanted out. He didn't want to be there anymore. And, all of a sudden, the Green Bay Packers come in. And they're talking about, okay, we want to make a trade for Micah Parsons. We'll give you 2 firsts, 2 seconds, and a 5th. Jerry Jones, now any other GM, owner, whoever's in charge of those football decisions would be like, hell yeah, give me that deal. That's like a Deshaun Watson haul right there. Like what the Texans got with Deshaun Watson. Like, that's a haul. Jerry, being Jerry, decides, nope, I don't want to do that deal. I'm not doing that. No. The Packers come back. A couple of days later, they're like, okay, we'll give you 2 first-round picks and a defensive lineman. Jerry being Jerry, yeah, let's do it. Sign the papers, yada, 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 they get it all done. Micah Parsons is gone. He's now a Green Bay Packer. Okay. To me, Jerry made a stupid move getting rid of him. You literally just got rid of your best defensive player. You already had lost DeMarcus Lawrence. You lost DeMarcus Lawrence in free agency. Okay. You lost. You have Trayvon Diggs recovering from a major surgery, and they don't even. And supposedly, I heard he's going to be ready to play week 1, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't really been keeping up on that lately. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you have friggin' DaRon Bland. He gets a 4-year, $92 million contract. 4 years, $92 million. This is a day after the Micah Parsons trade, mind you. Now, if that's not a slap in the face, I don't know what is. If I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan at this point, I should be livid. I would be livid if I was them. Like, dead serious. I would be livid. But we all know Dallas Cowboys fans, and we all know they're gonna keep their hopes up. They just do. It's their year every year. All right, we're going to the Super Bowl. I gotta hear this for the next God knows however many months. Now, one thing I will give the Dallas Cowboys credit is they do got some playmakers. Not very many anymore, but they do got some playmakers. Can Dak Prescott stay healthy? Who knows, right? Can the line hold up? This thing is the offensive line, I should say, just to clarify. The offensive line, to me, is very questionable with the Dallas Cowboys because they're young and they're inexperienced. I don't see them really doing much this year because, again, you got to develop them, which I think they will. And here's the thing. I'm trying to be positive here for all you Cowboys fans. I'm trying to be positive here for you guys a little bit as much as I can because even though I love shitting on your team as much as I do, I just don't think you guys are going to win 6 games this year. 6 games is not a lot. Like, I just don't get it. To me, 6 games is all I'm giving you. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm giving y'all 6 games. And that's me being nice. Because you guys' schedule is really tough this year. Like, you're playing teams like Detroit. You got Green Bay. Micah Parsons is coming back to Dallas week 4 on Sunday Night Football in front of a nationwide audience. And you know damn well he is going to want to go off. Now, you got Minnesota, you got Kansas City on Thanksgiving, like the Washington has gotten better. You got the Eagles week 1. Literally this Thursday, 2 days from now, you guys are playing the Philly on the road the day they're getting their Super Bowl rings and hanging their banner. You know damn well Philly is going to want to hang 60 on you guys. And from what I've been reading a lot of this offseason, there's been a lot of shit talking when it comes to the Eagles and the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been talking so much shit when it comes to them playing the Eagles week 1. I swear to God, I can see it now. Saquon's going to run for over 100 plus yards. Friggin' the defense is going to light Dak up. I would not be surprised if that game, that final score of that game, ends up being like 45-10 because the Eagles are just that fired up to play Dallas week 1 on Super Bowl banner night, by the way, and the opening night of the season. Thursday, by the way, 8:30 Eastern Time, 7:30 Central Time. Tune into NBC. But yeah, like I said, guys, I am just so baffled. And it just seems like every year I get more and more baffled by the way the Dallas Cowboys just are doing their offseason. Jerry, I'm speaking to you as a guy who, now I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to football. I understand that, and I will forever admit that. Don't get me wrong. Now, Jerry, I'm speaking to you from the knowledge that I have. Get over your ego. Get a guy in there that's going to help you make the football decisions you need made. Because you obviously don't know ball. I'm sorry, but you don't know ball whatsoever. Your moves and your thinking and your logic are showing it. Now, granted, I'm going to give Jerry his flowers here. He is a hell of a businessman and a hell of a marketer. Now, I will give him his credit there. But, dude, you got to get guys in there that know ball. You don't have guys in there that know what 2 plus 2 is. You got friggin' your family running the team, like, granted, which most of the time that does happen when it comes to sports organizations that are family owned. The Crafts, for example. The Ford family, the Bears with Papa Bear Hallis's family. It's a common occurrence, but the thing is, Jerry, get a good solid GM in there. You had the chance to get Belichick, dude. Belichick could have helped you, but Jerry being Jerry and his ego, he does not like anybody telling him what to do or telling him how things are going to go. That's why he got rid of Jimmy Johnson back in the 90s after they had won their Super Bowl. He got rid of him. Their second Super Bowl, mind you. Why are you going to get rid of Jimmy Johnson? Jimmy Johnson was a great, great coach. And by the way, guys, if you haven't gotten a chance, please go on Netflix and watch that Cowboys documentary because it really, really details a lot of the turmoil that has spiraled into what they have become. Now, my take this year is, like I said, 6 games, and as Dallas Cowboy fans, honestly, you better hope Dak Prescott don't get fucking hurt, dude. Because if he gets hurt, oof, oh boy, y'all are so screwed. Y'all have the number 1 pick. I'm willing to put money on it that y'all would have the number 1 pick. And Jerry would still find a way to screw that up, mind you. Yet he will say that all the great draft picks that they've had over the years is all because of him. It's all me. It's me. No, Jerry, it's not you. It's just luck. That's the thing with the draft. The draft is luck. You hit and you miss. It happens all the time. So, with that being said, and you guys are more than welcome to send comments to me or anything like that, I want all y'all's opinions on what you think the Dallas Cowboys will go this year. Final records, playoffs or not, division, winning the division, top 5 draft pick, please. More than welcome to send comments my way. I will absolutely take that. Also, speaking of, this coming season, guys, 2025 has already been really crazy when it comes to this football season. I mean, in the regular season stadia, there's been so many moves in the offseason, so many holdouts. A lot of guys like Terry McLaurin held out forever for Washington. I thought he was going to be traded. He goes and gets his contract. T.J. Watt did the same thing with Pittsburgh. Got his contract. Trey Hendrickson doing the same thing. Got his contract. Is this the trend that we're seeing now, in my honest opinion? Are we seeing these top guys now going after this more money, trying to get the utmost dollar for dollar they can get so that they're protected in the long run, which I get. I'm a very big advocate when it comes to, hey, get your money, man. Like, if you can get your money, get your money. Like, because you don't know when your last snap is going to be in the game of football. And those of you that follow me and that have played football, you know damn well you never know when that last snap is going to be. And especially in the case of these athletes, you really want to make sure that you have, you're covered. Like, you want to have a good money, you want to have good money income coming in. You want to have a little bit of everything. So, kudos to these guys for trying to get their money, like, and succeeding. Like, but I also see the flip side of it too. From a business and organizational standpoint, yes, very, very frustrating. Do not get me wrong. Super duper frustrating. Now, I will also say this. The teams that have to deal with that, I do feel a little bit sorry for. Because you have so much stress going into a season and having to deal with, off season and moves and trying to better your team, getting your coaching staff together, yada, yada, yada. But then you're dealing with this on top of that. One of your star players is doing what they're calling hold-ins now, where they're showing up to the team facilities, but yet they're not practicing. They're just saying, I'm here, present, and that's it. They're doing their own thing. They're doing that so they don't get fined, because that's the loophole some of these players have found out. See, as long as you stay on the facility property, you're not going to get fined. You're there. You're present. When roll call is called, hey, I'm here. Can't find me. It's a loophole, and it's smart, by the way. So, kudos. Kudos to both sides. Also, for this coming season, I think it's going to be a wild one. And I think this might be the first year, guys, that we finally don't see the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I really don't think we're going to. I think what's going to happen is the Kansas City Chiefs are going to falter this year. I really do. I think this is going to be the year, guys, that they falter. And we finally don't see them in a Super Bowl. I would love to see, and you guys can send comments my way of who you want to see for this too. I would love to see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. And I'm a Patriots fan, as I've already said, I'm a Patriots fan, but I got a little soft spot for Josh Allen. I really do. He's a good old boy. I like him. I would love to see him make a Super Bowl. Finally get over that hump. I would love if for this year's Super Bowl, we would get Josh Allen versus Jalen Hurts. Philly goes back to the Super Bowl this year to try and repeat. Kind of become like the new Kansas City. And Josh Allen finally gets there to that Super Bowl. I would love to see that. Now again, guys, the season has not even started yet. We have, I think I said this already, September the 4th? Yeah, September the 4th. 2 days till the season starts. The Super Bowl's in February. We got a long way to go. It's a long season. Anything can happen. And there's a lot of good teams this year. A lot of them. But definitely, if you guys got predictions, send them my way. I would love to see that. And it would make me so happy. Really would make me so happy. Also, I don't know if you guys were able to catch the latest college football action that happened this past weekend, but my God, for those of you that watched that TCU and North Carolina game, holy Jesus. And all right, now I'm going to get into a little bit of a spiel here, because for those of you that don't know, I am a huge Bill Belichick loyalist. I love the guy. He's one of the many reasons I've been into football as much as I've been my entire life. My entire almost 32 years of being alive. I was so pained to see Belichick just look like trash, man. He looked terrible. Like, What is going on, Bill? Should he have stayed retired, kind of like Nick Saban's doing? I mean, I don't want anybody to say, like, oh, Belichick's nothing without Brady. That's not true. He's never coached in college before. This is a different ball game for him. So, yes, there's going to be growing pains. Do I think he can still succeed? Yeah, but my thing is, Bill, what are you trying to prove? You've done it all. You're going to the Hall of Fame. If anything, you should have just stayed in the NFL because that's what he knows best. College is a different beast. You're dealing with kids here. Like, kids that don't want to play for somebody that's as hard knocks and old school as Bill. Like, that's why you see a lot of young coaches in college nowadays, because these young kids, the old guys are gone. Like, you don't really see a lot of old coaches anymore in college. So these guys, I'm surprised Belichick's got the patience to deal with them. Granted, it also doesn't help that he got a coaching staff that's pretty terrible, to put it nicely. So yeah, I believe he'll get better over time. I'm hoping he does. I'm very, very hoping that he does. Other games that had happened, I know, for those of y'all that follow me, and even if you do and you don't know this, I am a huge Longhorns fan. Very huge Longhorns fan. Have been for years. Now, I knew going into this past Saturday, playing Ohio State, the defending national champions, on the road, I knew Texas wasn't going to win that game. I just knew it. I had been saying it for weeks, months even, once I found out the schedule. I said, that's going to be a loss right there. What I was very happy about, though, is how competitive it was. Texas and Ohio State played a really good, competitive, low-scoring game. And I'm a defensive guy, and I love a low-scoring defensive game. Like, let me tell you, I was friggin' loving it. The fact that Texas was able to even hang with them, and really, honestly, there was only really a couple of drives where Texas made mistakes. I mean, the first scoring drive for Ohio State late in the first half, they got there because of penalties. Like, Texas, if they wouldn't have committed those penalties, Texas would have stopped them. Like, we would have had an overtime game, honestly. It would have gone to overtime. So the fact that penalties and turnovers really were the key in that game shows me that this year I think Texas is going to be a force to be reckoned with, honestly. I really do believe they're going to be a force to be reckoned with, guys. But again, you can let me know how they're going to do, or if you have a favorite college team, please do not hesitate to give me your predictions on what you think they're going to do either. Whether you like A&M, Baylor, Notre Dame, anybody. I mean, there's no judgment here. No judgment whatsoever, guys. So, I will also say this, though. Since I'm bringing this back, I will be doing this every week, every Tuesday. We'll be doing a new episode. Next week, I'm probably going to go over a lot of the NFL action. And yeah, so we'll make sure to cover all that. Make sure to cover week 2 now? It's week 2, right? Yeah, week 2 for college football. Action. We're definitely going to be going over that also. So stay tuned for next week. The times are going to be kind of different. So just bear with me, guys. But I will try to get my episode